Hey guys, you're listening to the English Made Simple show. This is episode number 90, número 90. Hello, mi nombre es Milena. My name is Milena from EnglishMadeSimple.net. And greetings to you, my earthlings. That's interesting. What do you mean earthlings, Milena? Earthlings is the sci-fi name describing inhabitants of planet Earth. We are earthlings. We are all earthlings. We are all earthlings. Ha. Great. I've decided to use that greeting because it just sounds cool. Welcome, amigos. Welcome to my regular listeners. Welcome for the 90th time. And welcome to my new listeners. Where have you been all this time? Alrighty, let's start off today's episode with the oldest joke in the English language. It goes something like this. Why did a chicken cross the road? Why did a chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Duh. It's a joke that makes children smile. It's not really a haha type of joke. It's just a silly joke. The first time I heard it was in high school back in New Zealand, when I lived in New Zealand. Yeah, I was 35 years old. However, over time, people have attempted to make different variations to this joke, but it just didn't work. They're still not funny. It's a joke for kids, but I do hope that at least it put a smile on your faces too. I am a kid at heart. What can I say? I'm a 35-year-old kid, really. Radio. So, all this talking about giving and asking directions over the past few weeks made me think about prepositions. I wanted to share some prepositions with you today because they are actually used very often. However, they are not mentioned that often in English textbooks. You will often hear native speakers use these prepositions a lot. They use them frequently. So, you know what? I suggest we begin today's episode because I'm all out of bad jokes now. I can't share any more bad jokes with you, amigos. And that was my last bad joke for today. So, here we go. Preposition number 1. Preposition towards or toward. I prefer towards. In Spanish, this is hacia. A simple example would be, let's imagine my friend Carlos needs to pick me up from the supermarket. Hey Carlos, just drive towards the supermarket. You will see me standing there at the entrance. Second example would be, my friend is walking towards me. She is walking towards me. Simple and used quite frequently in this type of context when giving direction. Now let's complicate it a bit. Towards could also be used when you are getting close to achieving a goal. In Spanish, it is con el fine de lograr algo. Example, I have a goal. I'm saving towards a house. Second example would be Maria's mom contributed towards her wedding. Towards can also mean in relation to or regarding to. In Spanish, en relación a o con relación a. Example, what are your feelings towards Maria? Tell me, what are your feelings towards Maria? Now tell me this, what's your attitude towards politicians these days? I know this one. Towards can also mean close or closer to a particular time. Example, when will you be traveling to Vanuatu Island for your honeymoon? Towards the end of the year. Not soon enough. Oh, wow. I think that's enough about this preposition towards. So many different ways of using this preposition. Can you think of some examples yourselves? Give it a go. Try it by yourselves. The next preposition I would like to highlight is the one we hear a great deal. Speed in the movies, on TV, or among friends. It's the one and only preposition at. We most commonly use at, when we talk about time. We use at when we talk about a meeting point as well. For example, tell Maria we are meeting her at the cinema. Tell Maria to meet us at the cinema at 5 o'clock. Excuse me, sir, can you please tell me at what time is the train arriving to Carlton Station? It will arrive at 4:15 p.m. Cool, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There is a phrasal verb that is commonly used with the verb look and the preposition at. Can you remember this one? I think we mentioned it in episode number 19. 19, number 19. Go back and check it out. There are more phrasal verbs with the verb look. So I suggest you go and check it out. Go back to episode number 19. Anyway, look at. Look at is the phrasal verb I was thinking of. To look at means to turn your eyes towards something. I am looking at my monitor right now. I am looking at my phone right now. Hey Carlos, look at my new phone. It's awesome. If you want to use the verb look together with an object, always use look at. Not just look. Look my phone. No. Look at my phone, okay? Look at this drunk and crazy person on the street. I do that all the time. No, I mean I look at a drunk and crazy person on the street. I'm not the drunk and crazy person myself. Anyway, guess what? We can also use look at when we want to say that we want to consider something, to take something into consideration. For example, let's look at the business plan. Let's look at some points covered in this business plan. Awesome. And now let's not look at this phrasal verb anymore. Let's continue with prepositions. How about that? Let's continue. When do we use preposition by? by. By has many usages. It's mostly used to indicate how you arrived at a certain place. You can arrive to the museum by car or by train or by bus. I can't remember if I mentioned this one in one of the earliest episodes. I probably did. By is normally translated to Spanish as por, but it has many different usages. For example, the Game of Thrones book was written by George Martin. It has another meaning. Sure does. As I said before, it has many meanings, and I will only share the most common ones with you today. By, by, is used to indicate a deadline. What's a deadline? In Spanish, this is plazo de entrega. Deadline means the end of a particular time period. It is mainly used in business environments with projects or teams. For example, when do we have to deliver this report by? The report is due by Friday. It has to be done by Friday. What this means is, don't deliver the report later than Friday. You can deliver it any day before Friday. Any day before Friday is fine. If you deliver the report after Friday, then you didn't meet the deadline. We then say you missed the deadline, okay? Cool bananas. Awesome. Hope that makes sense. You know, amigos, my fellow Spanish speakers, this preposition in Spanish, por, could be translated in many different ways. It can mean for, it can mean by, it can mean per, and through. When I was in Chile and I had to ask for directions in English, because my Spanish was almost non-existent back then, every time I asked for directions about which street to take to get to the supermarket or similar, for example, the person would reply, go for this street, go for Holanda Street, go for here, go for there. No, 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 no. Por aquí. Por aquí doesn't mean for here. It means through here or it's over here. Por allí doesn't mean for there. It means through there or it's over there. And por esta calle doesn't mean for this street. It means through this street. Right? Awesome. So here we are, muchachos. We have reached the end of the show. Prepositions, what a fun topic. Not, of course, I'm being sarcastic. However, it may be a boring topic, but it is an important one. Today we learned about prepositions towards, at, by, and through. And most importantly, we learned the oldest joke in the English language. And let's not repeat that joke again. And remember, guys, when we want to show someone something, we say look at, not just look. Look at my phone. And if you catch your boyfriend looking at another girl, tell him, don't look at that girl. Why are you looking at that girl? You know what? You're sleeping on the couch tonight. You've been jamming with Milena. It's been a pleasure, my minions. Catch you next time. Until then, hasta la próxima.